up, y'all? It's KingBritneyChanel. You already know, and I'm back with another video. Honey, first you had TS going live earlier. Now we got Angelo going live before it's time for us to go to bed, honey. He was saying that TS was being messy and he ain't getting down with sending the innocent man away. Honey, we gonna cover all of that. But before we do, definitely make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this link with your peeps. Let's get into the commentary. Okay, y'all, so before we get started, please hit that notification bell so that y'all don't miss my premieres, my live stream videos, or anything on this channel. Now let's get into the matters at hand. So first we had TS going live this morning, honey, and now we got Angelo going live before bed. And it is like, what, you know, I just wish that the Afro community, the original community, the melanated community could just come together just for a second and just not be with this foolish activity. Like, I feel like just agree to disagree, but why are we bringing this, you know, with these sublims and coming on the internet right before this huge high profile try? Y'all know what try is. It was on my list of words that I told y'all about. This huge gathering in which the whole world is going to be looking at. This is going to go down in history, okay? Why? Like, all this irrelevant stuff that don't even matter, like who put in work and, you know, who get to get credit for this, it really don't even matter. Like, okay, TS and the S family, you know, Joy's dad, they are responsible for the media attention that is surrounding this, okay? Then you have Angelo. He gets his credit for how he moves and what he needed to do, you know, make stuff happen in his situation for his daughter as well. But why do we need to go back and forth about that? Because when I watched the live, it just was like all of this stuff is like, why? Why are we doing this right now? And the world is watching. I think people be in their emotions and they just cut on that live stream. But I'm going to tell you the one thing that I did find interesting, which I did agree with him with. I'm not with nobody sending nobody. I think he was talking about the Henry guy or the Mason guy. He had his little gathering situation, and they said, honey, that he could be facing, they say 3 years from what I seen in the comments on the live stream, due to things that TS has claimed and everything, and the S family has claimed and all of that. And so Angelo was saying on his live stream that he didn't want his name brought up, and he's basically saying he's not in agreement with an innocent man getting, you know, sent away, which is, you know, that is the right thing to do. You feel what I'm saying? You shouldn't be getting in agreement with no stuff like that if that's the case. So I kind of felt where he was coming from with that whole aspect of the conversation, because he was saying, like, from his feelings, from what he was expressing, that it seems like they're out to get a whole bunch of people. Now, I kind of disagree with that part. Well, I don't know what they was doing, you know, as far as this situation, but what I do know is you reap what you sow. So that's not going to be a good situation if what Angelo is saying is true about that situation. But let me just put y'all up on game real quick, because what Angelo is saying is that, you know, he has to build whatever team he's going to build as, I guess, a protection or insulation for his daughter. But bruh, wolves don't just move by themselves. They run in packs. So here we are, and I don't know if he's telling himself this to cope, but here we are. When he first told the story about his daughter and how she ended up, you know, with Kay in the first place, it was because he was basically saying that she would have, I guess, went off anyway, and that she was supposed to be with this guide or guardian that was supposed to be working with a label and all of that. So you trusted somebody before. Now you talking about you're trusting people that just happen to be around. Like, these people, like, real talk. Cause I got a dad that was in the street. I know mad people from NY, you know, family that was in the street. I got family that's probably still in the street. And the number one rule is trust no one. These people don't care about you. They don't care about your daughter. What make you think if these people was around this individual, an individual like a K, and they was able to stomach an individual like a K, what make you think they're gonna care about your daughter? Like, bro, in these situations, y'all know what happens, you know, and God forbid in this situation, but typically, until this girl gets some type of counseling and some therapy, y'all see, if y'all watch ID channel and y'all watch any of these psychology shows, in a vulnerable state like that, a person can move from one person to the next. So a person that's like a wolf or a shark in a tank. Understand, and this is just me this is real talk right now. This man's daughter is fully attractive. Do you not think people are sitting in the cut waiting, bro? Waiting. You think it was just K? You think it was just K? Nah, it take more than one individual to make a membership or an organization work. So people that's able to stomach a person like him, they was all around. People was good with it. That's how you had this going on for years. It was a well-oiled machine. And you think that these people care anything about the welfare or the safety of his daughter? Man, they don't. They didn't care when she was in the situation. Why would they care after? You gotta ask yourself that. Trust nobody out here. So then it was just like, I really just felt like listening. I was like, listen. The one thing I'm gonna say, because he mentioned that CS mentioned God. Listen, everybody gotta work out their own soul salvation. So I'm sure, you know, CS gotta work out whatever situations he might have in his past. Angelo got a pass, but none of that matters, because I really don't care about any of that. The one thing that matters is the health and just the state of these young ladies. That's what matters. Them connecting or reconnecting with their family and the huge gathering that is ahead. Because to me personally, it seems to me that the Most High God was the one that shut this whole situation down from the go. Typically, when a situation gets shut down, that to me, the Most High had his hand on the situation, because he will give a person ample opportunity to correct themselves. He gives grace, and he's very merciful. So he will give a person time. That's why all that, I gave y'all 30 years. When he was hollering that, you're right. You had all that time to get yourself together. So that's what I thought about as he was talking about some stuff. And it just was like, you know, certain names came up. I'm not going to bring up all them names. But the way that he just was trying to vouch for people, it's the same thing. You don't know these people. A person will put on their best representative in front of you. You do not know these people. It's the same way the lady or whoever that was presented herself like she was on a label to secure what she needed to secure for K. Same situation. So the logic, I'm trying to figure out why we still thinking the same way. And then too, another thing that really grinds my gears about the Afro community, they want rights, but they don't want to deal with authority positions. They don't want to go and join La Policia. They don't want to, go to school for law. They don't want to do nothing. They got this code that they have. People that do wrong have to be dealt with in an official way. Because honestly, people be talking about they do what they do in the street, but it don't make nothing shake officially, as we seen. Because if had it not been for people bringing media attention to this, we would not even be knowing a lot of stuff about what's going on, and we would not be having the results. Because honestly, things was, if you say it, and I'm not trying to be funny here. If you say one of the two dads' names on YouTube, I guarantee it's gonna shake some stuff up. One of them, it don't. So clearly that should tell you that it is a benefit to doing things in an official way. I don't know why our community to me, I learned this from the whole situation with Junior's situation, I'ma say, where people was looking at other communities about why they got the results that they got is because those people know how to be organized. They know not to get up on the internet looking crazy, putting stuff out while stuff is going down. That's why. They know how to be organized. The problem in this community is the disorganization. And just the truth. This is just like the enemy to come in right before you got the world watching you. Right before this situation about to take place, and you talking about who getting credit for what, and I do this. Listen, you can't trust nobody. That's the same situation that got his daughter in this situation. Honestly, if we really looking at the situation, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful, I'm just listening. Like, I listened to an interview where he explained the story, and it sounds like the same thing from what he was talking about on the live. If I gotta insulate, or put people on the team to protect, those people don't care nothing about nobody, man. Like, people gotta understand that. The one thing, I don't trust nobody, and that's the one thing I learned from some real folks out here in the street. You don't trust nobody. That's just period. Some of the people that's closest to you will be the ones that do you filthy. So you can't trust nobody. Especially like you could barely trust family, but if that's not even your family, I definitely would not trust none of them folks that was around the likes of K. That was probably in agreement with a lot of the stuff that he was doing. And they gotta be handled because they was around. Like, just think about it, y'all. If somebody, they go in a store and they go and take a whole bunch of stuff, or they in commission of some things, right? They doing foul stuff, and they come out and they try to get into the car, and you pull off with them after they done did what they did in the store. Do you think what you think is gonna happen? All of the people when La Policia pull up is going down. So that's the same situation. You, by association, is looking like the person that you was hanging with. That's why when they let the folks out, they don't even let those people communicate and be around each other, because they already know what happens. They already know what happens when those people get together. It's not a good time. It's not a good, you're not on a good type of time. But with this whole situation, y'all, I'm just like, why? Like, I just wish, okay, you do things the way you do things, they do things the way they do things, but I just feel like for the sake of their daughters, this going back and forth is not a good look. It's not a good look to the public. All them sublims, like, listen, it's messy. So to say you not gonna mention it and then put out a sublime and say you could mention it, that's messy. So you saying one person is messy, and I just think both of the parties is being a little bit messy. That's just what I feel. And, I don't know all of the backstory with either one of the individuals, but I will say is that for the sake of their daughters, I feel like they should just keep it cute on the internet. Because this is just like the enemy to cause division before a huge situation is about to happen. And the focus should be, what the main focus was, is that, the reconnecting of the family structure with the daughters. That's it. All this other stuff, who said what, this, is irrelevant, is stupid. I was taken back by this whole situation, y'all. Y'all be sending me these notifications, honey, and I got to get on up, and I'm like, look, right before bed, before you put your that cold cream on, before you put your mask on tonight, you get your beauty regimen going. And he on the live with this mess. Like, it's just, sir, we don't need to do this. I mean, what are y'all's thoughts about this? Am I tripping or what? Because I just kind of feel like this is just, at a certain point, this is just ridiculous. This is absolutely, honey, somebody sent me, I don't know if that was a real tweet from Michael, but it was saying ain't nothing like receipts. So that was going on. I'm just like, OMG. It's every time the Afro community got to do something or trying to get answers for stuff, it's always a media circus. It is always a circus. When you see other groups of people, honey, they band together and they get what they need to do, or they get what they need done without all this side stuff. It's just foolishness at the end of the day, because it's not doing nothing but I feel like not necessarily, it's not a good look for the cause for the sake of their daughters. I don't feel like it's doing anything for the cause. It's not doing anything. It's just, to me, looking crazy. That's all I felt I took from that. It's just, listen, I can understand you not want to be responsible for somebody who is innocent. I understand that. And if that's what certain people was out here doing, then they gonna have to reap what they sow. Ain't nobody above, the laws of the land or the laws of the Most High God. Ain't nobody above that. So it is what it is. I can understand, emotions is running high right now, and people are, they're fed up. They're tired of this situation. But also, these people is not your friends. They're not looking out for your number one. And different people, best believe that people have their motivations. They're going to put on that representative in front of you to make it seem like whatever. But people have whatever their motivation is. I'm going to just say that. But I feel like it needs to be some, caution there, because trusting people in the first place is what caused this whole situation in the first place. People don't care about you at the end of the day. Like, people got to realize they don't have no friends out here, man. I don't know how many times I got to tell people that. My dad, when I was coming up, I was like a teenager, he would always, talk to me and be like, friends stand for fried ends. You ain't got no friends out here. Trust no one. That was just, I don't know if that's an NYC thing, but you just can't. Everybody's motive is not pure, man. So to be like, these people is looking out and that you could buy, I don't vouch for nobody. Cause you don't never know what their motivation and what their heart is like. I don't do all that vouching for people and all that. I don't know I'm not the Most High God. I don't know your inner makeup. I don't know your thoughts. I don't know how you really moving in your mind, because a person could show you anything. They could act a certain way. Honey, you got the enemy running around masquerading as, as light. He's masquerading as an angel of light, when we know he's none of that. And like I said, it's gonna be a separation. The chosen people, honey, they're called out of darkness, honey, into his marvelous light. They're called out for a reason. So separation sometimes is good because it causes you to get into a place. But when you do go into separation, you go into a place of silence so that you can hear the voice of the Most High God and not that of a strange voice. Because all that, people are, amp you up, you on live, they telling you this, that, and the third. Like, listen, all that stuff, excuse me, y'all, because I got the hiccups. All that stuff is irrelevant. I've seen it happen. People get amped up when they be on them live streams, and them subs and people be talking that fly stuff to them and just getting them more amped up than they need to be. People saying stuff in the comments, getting people riled up, and it's just like the main goal, don't lose sight of that. Don't lose sight of what the finish line is, because all that side stuff is just going to get you sidetracked, and it's not a good look for this whole situation, man. I'm going to just tell y'all off the top. So I'm going to leave this chat open. I done said my 2 cents about the matter, darling. I'm going to leave this chat open. Hey to the people that's just now getting on the premiere. How y'all doing? Thank y'all for joining the premiere / live stream. Y'all leave y'all thoughts about this, man. Let me know y'all thoughts on this. And I'm going to leave this little chat open. And I'm going to see, jump into the chat myself. Hey, thank you to everybody that's subscribing and new to the channel. Thank you to my day ones. Love y'all too. Much love to y'all, Team Honey and all of that. What are y'all's thoughts about this situation with Angelo and him responding to TS again and all of this, all this rigmarole and foolishness and debauchery going on? What are y'all's thoughts? What say the people? Hey, to everybody that is just now coming on the live premiere, we are giving our thoughts on this live stream that Angelo did tonight. What are your thoughts about this whole situation? Do you think that they should just stay off the internet with this? Do y'all think that they could handle this behind the scenes? Do y'all think that too much is going on? Or y'all just tell me y'all honest thoughts at this moment, at this time, as we are, getting close to wrapping things up. I want to thank y'all so much for joining me this evening. I know it's kind of late, and good morning to all of the people that are watching and that are on here. Thank y'all so much, and we're gonna get into the chat and keep giving our thoughts, and I'm gonna leave the chat open a little longer, so let's do it. Y'all, so y'all give y'all last thoughts on the matter. I'm getting ready to wrap this up. Thank y'all for watching. I appreciate y'all so much for taking out the time out of your day to join me. So thank y'all so much for that. Give your last thoughts on this matter, and we closing out the chat. See y'all on the next video. Come shop with me now at my Teespring store, KingBritneyChanel Couture. I provide custom apparel and so much more for an affordable price. We have items like leggings, t-shirts, and hoodies. So thank you for shopping, and I hope that you enjoy. Hey honeys, thank you for watching my video, and if you haven't, definitely make sure you check out my Teespring, KingBritneyChanel Couture, where you can find my latest merch. I upload a lot of new designs frequently, so definitely make sure you check it out. We have mugs, we have wall tapestries, canvas art, pillows, fleece blankets, apparel, and so much more. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all on my next video.